I'm Ashley,
I'm Ethan.
and welcome to Game on Board Game, a channel where we talk about board games and do fun games and challenges based on our love for them.
Today we will be taking you through the How Well Do You Know Your Game Partner Challenge. This is something we've seen a bunch of other YouTubers do in the past. It was particularly popular a couple years ago, and we really liked it. Um, it's essentially the Newlywed Game, right? If you've ever seen that old game show from probably like the 70s.
Not sure. So we created 10 questions today that are based on different questions that pertain to playing with your board game partner. So,
We took some of these questions from other videos we had seen, but we wanted to put our own little spice and twist on it as well. We also just thought this would be a great kind of kickoff video for our new channel, give everybody a chance to get to know who we are as gamers a little bit.
all right. So the first question we have for each other is, what is your favorite player color? And then we're also going to do a bonus point for getting the second favorite as well. So sometimes when you play games, your favorite color might not be available. So if it's not available, what's kind of your backup option that you would go to?
The question should be kind of a layup, I would think.
Hopefully.
But speaking of bonus points and stuff, do we want to put some stakes on this somehow?
Oh boy,
Key
I don't know.
points. We'll say the winner gets to choose the next board game we play.
All right, that sounds good.
So, do you want to answer for me or for you first?
We'll start with you.
Okay. So,
So, what is Ethan's favorite player color and his backup color, if not? Okay.
what you got?
So, I said green is your favorite and yellow is your backup color.
Correct.
All
Green is
right.
my favorite color in general. I'm really glad that most games have that as an
That's
option
true.
more often than not.
Yep.
And I don't really know where the yellow thing came from. Like, I wouldn't say that that's a color I actually like, but it just tends to happen.
I would never choose either of those, but
Sure.
okay. I think like also let's keep track of our points on maybe the top of our board. So I'll keep track of my points. So I got 2 for that.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do my favorite colors. All right, ready?
All right. First is purple, and backup is blue.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay. Like we said, pretty easy to start on.
Yes. Now, see, the only thing that I was thinking about too is that I also like pink, but pink is like so rarely a color that purple is really like my go-to because that's usually like for at least half of games that's a color. All right. Second question. What is your biggest board game pet peeve? Do you want to switch off? We can do me first this time.
Sure.
I feel like I have to think about this.
Sure.
I feel like I know yours, but I'm not sure about mine. Um,
I'm not totally sure what to call this, I guess, but I'll kind of explain it. I think, if it's close enough, we can do it.
okay. Okay.
All right. I said disorganization. What I mean is like you hate when a box like doesn't have an insert or whatever there, everything's a mess in there, or like if you're the type of gamer that like just puts things away like really haphazard, or it's like just even has their like shelves a mess, like within game on the shelves or whatever that kind of thing.
I say that's a really, really good answer for me. It's not what I put, but it is a really good answer. So I
Clearly
said
cheating for points.
people getting up and not paying attention.
Mm.
So my family in particular loves to get up and walk around and get snacks and answer the phone and go watch TV in the middle of playing board games, and it drives me crazy.
Shots fired. All right, for mine. Well, all right. I'm gonna give you a bit of a cheat here because
Okay.
we were just talking the other night about something Ashley does that's really annoying to me. But I wouldn't actually say that that's my answer to this question. Okay, so if you were thinking that because we like just talked about it, like don't be biased.
Okay. So I said people just jumping to play and not like learning the game. So what I mean by that is like often Ethan will try to explain a game to someone and then they're like, let me just play it, let me just play it. I'll learn it as we go. And that like drives you crazy when that happens.
That's true. That's not what I said. I think that doesn't happen to us as often anymore. We've kind of
That's true.
found we've kind of found like our gamer people. I think who are there and they know what they're there for, but not always. And so I actually said the same thing as Ashley: is people not paying attention.
I was gonna write that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. Sure, we're there to hang out, but no, really, we're there to play games. So.
All right. Next one. What is your favorite co-op board game? And so this would be you first.
Okay. Yeah, so a common question for these ones is, what was your favorite game? We tried to get a little more granular with it and kind of break it down, mostly because Ashley has an impossible time picking favorites, so I wouldn't even know what to do for her. It would almost be easier for me to answer what's her like 5 games or something.
Yes,
I could practically nail that, but actually narrowing it down to one.
I'm awful at picking favorites. I'm not good at it at all. All
This is
right,
co-op, right?
this will co-op. Yeah. So I said, yep.
Another easy one by far.
Yeah, you're gonna struggle with these, I think, a little more.
I just gave myself a point for that.
I get a point for that, not you. All
Okay, so
right.
Ashley's favorite co-op game. Let me think. It's between two choices for me, based on how long she was writing. All right,
Well, that's just cheating. You can't do that.
we're just gaming the system. We're games.
All right, what do you got?
I said Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle.
Oh, that's a good one. That's not what I meant.
Other thing would be Dead of Winter.
That's what I want. That's Dead of Winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I could see the Dead of Winter overall might like rank higher for you, but I would have thought just when you think co-op games, you like think this because this is such like a classic for us since
Yeah.
as long as we've been playing games together or whatever, basically.
Yep. This is one
Yeah.
of our top played games.
All right, Ashley pulls
Dead of
ahead.
Winter is also an interesting choice because it's not fully co-op.
True.
So it's a crossroads game. It's actually right here. And that game, so when we play it, just the two of us, we do play co-op. You can play it with a betrayer in there, but we just find that that's impossible with two players. So we just do it co-op. Okay. Next one. What is your favorite competitive board game?
So we answer for you first.
Yes.
This is tough.
This is tough.
I kind of don't know what my own answer would be.
Can I choose two?
Will you give me 2 points if I get them both?
Sure.
All right. All right, we'll see. Said villainous. Classic.
I did not say villainous.
Wow. Times have changed.
Well,
Well, this is all or nothing, or do I get a point for
another point for Nova. I do love Villainous. I would say Villainous was my favorite game for a really long time, but I don't know.
We don't play it a ton anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. What is your favorite party game? And so,
Gotta be my
oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
competitive.
you're competitive. That's hard because I feel like your favorites are cooperative.
I feel like I
A
have
lot
a
of
very
yours.
firm like top three, and then after that it gets a little wishy-washy, and the three are all like not competitive. So
Right. I
yeah,
know. That's what I mean. Okay. What do you got?
you feel first.
Oh, yeah. So Lost Ruins of Arnak.
It's a viticulture.
What?
Either way,
What?
they kind of go back and forth.
For you, this is definitely yours.
We haven't played that forever either.
Well, I know you better than you know yours. Favorite party game. So this one's you first, right?
Sure. This is an easy one, but I got to think of what Ashley's would actually be for next time.
I have an answer. All right, ready?
Yep.
The crypto. Yep. Okay, so mine now. She
She
got.
is such a peeker.
I'm changing my answer.
I said the fake artist goes to New York.
Oh no, Salem 1492.
Ah, sure.
Yeah,
I forget that that's a thing.
I love that one.
We're not doing very well.
We are not, no.
I
I mean, I am. I have 4 points.
was actually thinking like maybe we should revisit like just a regular non-board game, Newlywed Game, because we haven't done that in so long either, like since our early dating days.
We should have like studied for this, you think?
No, just like we've changed as people over the years. I'd be curious
Sure.
to see if we do as well as we used to, or how the answers would have changed over time.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the next one is what is your favorite mechanic? So that one we need to like define a little bit.
Sure.
I feel like everybody defines mechanic a little different. So
I guess I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of just easier to give some examples.
sure.
So like thinking of replacement, drafting, deck building, tile placement, basically just like the different components that make up the strategies of a game.
All right, what'd you say?
I don't know if this one counts either, but I said polygon.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That would maybe be like tile placement or something.
Yeah, but it's not just any tile placement for me though. It is specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
I love polyominoes. I love puzzly games. I don't know. It tickles my brain in a good way.
Okay.
All right, yours.
Let me think.
I'm gonna be like shocked if you don't say this one. I think you like should say this one. So
That makes me think it should be so easy. But
I think he's just coming up with answers that are not actually correct. He's trying to just throw me off.
I gotta win that board game pick.
Oh man. All right, deck builder.
I wrote deck construction.
Oh, that counts. Come on.
I come from a Magic the Gathering background. Arkham Horror that we mentioned, you build your decks ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you that one. I do also love, like, yes,
You love
Lost
deck
Winds of
builder.
Arnak and
Yes.
Astral Grotto, all these different sorts of,
You got it.
yeah, yeah. All right.
Next one. What is your favorite board game snack?
What question number are we on?
7.
Oh, jeez. How many points?
I think you got one for polyamor.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Okay, so I said cheese for you or nothing. You just hate having food when we're playing board games.
Well, I guess I thought we had a basic rule that you can't just, like,
Say
void the
nothing.
question by saying
I'm
nothing.
just saying though, you never like he just doesn't like having stuff on the table. Like he's very precious about the board game table.
That's true. Well, I don't know. I said popcorn. Your answer is, like, not bad. You're,
All right.
you're right. Like, we never have that while we're actually
I
playing
don't think
games.
you've
It's
ever
a
eaten
go-to snack
popcorn.
in general.
Oh, that's just cheating. I feel like my answer was better for actually playing board games.
Okay, well, if you can name the other thing I was thinking of, I'll give you one. What goes with popcorn? I mean, not goes with, but like they're kind of my like big two. Got my salty and I got my sweet.
Donuts?
Peanut M&Ms.
Okay. Well, that's a good board game snack.
People say that, but like they can melt on your fingers still.
Yeah.
You get colored fingers, it's not good.
All
All
right, for
right, so
me,
for Ashley, you don't eat during games either. You eat like yogurt. Probably get that a thing.
during games? No, I don't. I feel like once you see this, you're gonna be like, oh yeah.
I really don't know on this one, so
Okay, go for it.
I said nuts.
You're pretty close, actually. I said trail mix.
I mean,
I don't think that counts.
that's the same thing.
I don't think that counts.
It's nuts with sugar.
I don't think that counts.
I gave you a whole extra question to get a point.
I don't think so.
All right.
Gave you where you had 2 answers you could do. I think you had to be pretty specific on that one.
Let us know down below.
Yeah. I mean, specifically, I like the chocolate mixed in with it as well. So, like,
Mhm.
yeah, honestly, I sort of pick around the nuts in it.
The nuts are your least favorite part.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that
swear,
doesn't count.
sometimes you just bring a bowl of pistachios or something.
Not usually.
We don't have trail mix in the house usually.
No, I make it. I just like mix up stuff we have.
All right.
Yeah, it's fun. All right. Next one. What is your favorite player count? So this is me first.
Okay. If this isn't your answer, we've got some talking to do.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say at least 75% or more of our games are just the two of us.
Yeah. I think that yours is a little bit harder, but I don't know. I kind of feel something about you. So let's see what happens.
I got it.
Yeah.
I also said two.
Okay. All right. Good. I also think that like when you get too many players in there, the games just drag on a lot.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like there are certain games where obviously they're not optimal at two, and I like look forward when we have a game day coming up with some friends or whatever to like getting those to the table.
Hmm.
But then I'm always surprised at like what a different experience it is, just as far as like the downtime and the dragging and
Right.
yeah.
So the next one is what is your favorite game piece?
So for this, is it like one specific piece or like a type of like like a category sort of?
I am thinking of something that is very specific, but relevant to like, but it has more than one of them. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Really had to think about this one. I don't know if this is the right answer. Ashley might have a better answer than I do, even.
So I said Lost Reason of Arnak, the like specific arrow and ruby and tablet.
I said just the arrowhead.
I was actually thinking just the arrowhead.
Well,
so
the tablet is pretty good too.
yeah.
Or the cheese.
I feel like I should get that.
Some say. Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
definitely.
All right.
So for Ashley, I'm pretty sure I know this, but my question earlier was like, do I have to pick a specific character or just general? While she's finishing up,
Yeah.
I said the mover pieces and villainous
I
pieces.
said the character pieces,
Yeah.
but yeah, the same thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was like, do I need to pick which one of those is literally your favorite single piece?
Okay,
Like, what
so
character it would be?
do you have one? I could probably think of which one is my favorite actually. Let me think for a second. I think I do have a favorite. You can guess. This is not for extra points, just to see if you
Sure.
can get
So if you let me think in a way where I don't have to be on camera, I could probably come up with.
it.
I don't know. Under the gun, I'll say like Maleficent.
No, that's probably one of my least favorites.
Really?
Yeah, just thematically, I don't like hers quite as much. But the one that came to mind immediately was Hades.
Mm.
I really love Hades.
Okay.
Mover. It's one of my favorites.
I was also thinking this was not the answer, but the first thing that came to mind was Lady Tremaine and the weird, we all know what that looks like. So,
Oh boy. Okay. The other one that was coming to mind was Ursula. I really like hers as well. I think hers is really cool.
last one.
Yeah, last one. What is your favorite upgrade or accessory that we have?
Where does the score stand before we do this?
Okay, so I am at 7.
Oh, I can't even. I choose.
Well, we'll see if you can get anywhere closer. So it's something that we own, that we've upgraded, which honestly we don't really do that very often.
Sure.
We rarely upgrade things.
I
And
would like to do it more, but it is hard to justify the money. And when you have a lot of games, it's like which ones get the treatment,
usually what we do is say like, should we get this upgrade or should we just
Get
buy
another
another game?
I think I have a good guess for Ashley's.
I'm really torn honestly for mine.
I hope this one is still top of mind as well, even though we haven't really like fully used it.
Okay.
Ready? I said the Septima insert.
I was debating between that and the new playmat, but I went with the new playmat. So we talked about getting a board game table, and we decided to get a board game playmat that would just cover the entire table.
I can't believe you didn't go with that. Just
Okay,
we haven't
well,
played it since you built it.
no,
She
that's
just got
why.
this insert. She loved even the fact that it was like a craft project. So my favorite
Yes.
upgrade or accessory.
Which is easy, but not.
Right. I'm sure you can narrow it down, but then it's a few options for one particular game, probably. I'm giving you just way too much hints.
I know it's Arkham something.
All right. Well, Arkham Playmats.
Playmats.
That's correct. Yes.
Yep.
I have components and chaos tokens and stuff. If you know the game.
He has 1.5 million upgrades for Arkham, so everything is his favorite for it, basically.
It's a game you tend to go all in on.
Yeah, but yeah. I love the playmats too, and I'm glad that that's your answer because I got that for you. So, final score?
Final score. It doesn't feel good.
All right.
I have 5.
And I have 8.
8 out of 10 is like pretty solid.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's like kind of what I would shoot for, and in the hopes that, well, the idea behind this whole game being that you actually do know your gaming partner and spouse and person you live with. And
yeah, apparently you need to study a little bit.
Yeah.
Although you had some answers that were like close or like they would be runners up to my answers.
Didn't I have one that was better than what you wrote down also?
Okay, but I also had a better answer than yours too. So
rigged.
It's basically a wash.
Rigged.
So I get to choose our next board game.
Yeah, any ideas?
Might do Septima just as a little dig for the fact that I didn't pick that one.
That is ridiculous still.
We haven't actually played with it yet, but it's also, like I said, it's the playmat helps with all games versus just one.
Okay.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this. Maybe try it out yourself if you would like.
Yeah, if you liked what you saw, please subscribe and join our community of fellow board gamers.
See you next time. Game on.
Game on.